Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this Money Making Monday with the Pig Dogs Morning Show. Just me and the franchise, Chris Ruffalo today. Costi doing a little traveling, so no Mondays with Costi. Money Making Monday, man. We got not a huge college hoops card, but a couple games to talk about, and we got solid NBA cards. So plenty of things underneath the sun to talk about. Chris, Santa franchise, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Another weekend in the books. It's a new week, new opportunities to be made. Lots of interesting angles on the board today we're going to talk about. But yeah, it's really no NHL. Tomorrow's the massive card as they start to ramp up towards their 2-week break. They don't have an all-star break this year, so taking a 2-week break for the Four Nations Cup to sort of announce their return to Olympic participation in 2026. So it's going to be interesting. But yeah, I'm ready to break down the card. How you doing?
Not great. Everybody knows why. I don't really want to talk about it. I talked about it on the jam session.
Yeah.
I posted it on Twitter as well. We'll talk about it, of course, as things progress. Right now, guys, it's just fresh, bro. There was no path, ever, avenue, scenario where I ever thought that would happen. Just goes to show, though, it is what it is. Be what it be. And we move on. I'll talk about it some more as we keep it rolling. But Money Making Monday, Chris. Just come across my phone. Myles Garrett, the Cleveland Browns, requested a trade. So here's what it is. We'll talk some college hoops.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. First game, we got Colgate, we got Lehigh, we got Virginia, we got Pitt, we got NC Central, Norfolk State, we got Alabama State, Florida A&M, we got Alabama A&M versus Bethune, Incarnate Word versus McNeese, Lamar versus SE Louisiana. We got SC State versus Howard. We got Morgan State versus Delaware, Jackson State versus Southern, UT Rio Grande versus Northwestern, Texas A&M Corpus Christi against East Texas A&M, Stephen F. Austin versus New Orleans, and Houston Christian versus Nichols. You want to go full card?
Where'd you stop after 7:30?
Yeah.
Might as well. It's really not.
I know, I realize that.
Yeah, I was just looking. I was thinking maybe there's something we could sort of
Coppin. It's all cool. Coppin State, Maryland Eastern, Charleston versus William and Mary. We got the big one. Iowa State out on the road versus Kansas. North Texas versus UAB. Alcorn State versus Grambling. North Arizona versus Weber or Weber, however you want to say it. And North Colorado versus Idaho State. Chris?
Yeah, a couple I like here. Let's go with the Fighting Odoms of Lamar. This is just a team that's proven that they can win on the road. They've already beaten Nichols. They beat I think Stephen F. Austin last time out. They already got a cover against McNeese on the road, so they've shown me that they can at least compete. They're 6-4 straight up on the road this season. Southeastern Louisiana is the hotter team. Winners of 7 of their last 8, but I just think 3.5 too many. I think Lamar either gives themselves a shot to win outright or takes it down to the final bucket. So give me Lamar plus the 3.5. I'm also going to take NC Central plus the 9.5 against Norfolk State. Norfolk State normally the cream of the crop in the MEAC, but NC Central's had a history of being a thorn in their side. 5 straight games decided by 6 points or less in this series, and a couple of those games needed overtime as well. And I just think NC State can compete here. So give me NC State plus the 9.5. And I liked it better when it was at 2, but I'll still lean there at 3.5. I like Charleston taking on William and Mary. William and Mary catching 3.5 at point, 3.5 at home is tempting on the surface, but they haven't necessarily been all that tested over this 9-0 run. Charleston for me still one of the teams to beat in the Coastal, and I think they can get the job done here. I think they can take down William and Mary. So give me Charleston laying the 3.5.
Today I like we'll go big game hunting first game out the gate. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know where I'm at, man. I know it's Kansas. I know fuck Kansas. I'm on the best team in the nation, the Cyclones. I know they ain't been playing like it recently, but it's the perfect game to remind folk why I believe what I believe. Coming off back-to-back L's, I know they got woodshedded at home by Kansas State. I couldn't believe it. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. Saturday, I was sitting there and just like, is this real life? Is this the Cyclones? It happens. A lot of people going to want to auto fade them after that. I get it. Me, I'm going to stick with them. I think they win the game and get back on track. I'm on Iowa State. I like Corpus Christi to bounce back after losing to Rio Grande Valley. This is the perfect bounce back spot for them. My alma mater, Texas A&M, terrible. Really not much more commentary needed. I think Corpus Christi goes in there, beats them up, wins the game by like 10, 12 points. That McNeese line looks interesting. Coming off the loss, I'm going to lay it. Coming off the loss with McNeese, I'm going to lay it. I think it tells you everything you need to know. I know, word up. I know we've been on them. I know they won back-to-back, but McNeese is still the better basketball team. And coming off the loss, this should be a game where they flood them when the line indicates that. So, lean towards McNeese. See if anything else jumps off the page for me. I kind of lean towards Virginia against Pitt. I know Pitt's coming back home off the loss to Wake, but I don't want to lay that many points on Virginia. Virginia's defensive style team, slow the game down. They're going to lose, but I don't know if it's by this much, just specifically on style of play. So that's it for me, really, college hoops today. Skate on over to the NHL. One game over there today. Chris's favorite team, Nashville. The Predators. They laying minus 120 on Ottawa, the Senators. Y'all know me, man. It's not a hard concept to understand. We auto fade the Predators. They're the most overrated team ever. I don't think I've ever seen a team more overrated than the Predators. They're even more overrated than the Knicks. They more overrated than the Clippers were last year. They more overrated than. This is the most overrated team I've ever seen in my life. And there's so much value just fading their ass. Just don't even think about it. Just auto fade. And that's pretty much exactly where I'm at. I'm on the Senators. Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the Senators as well. All I'm saying is that it's kind of just got to be taken with a grain of salt that the Senators' recent win streak was all at home, where they have been better, and the Preds, the majority of the recent losses have come on the road, but they've been playing some decent hockey at home over the last couple weeks. But that doesn't change the fact that, like Jay said, they're the most overrated team in the NHL. They've lost you some. I think they've lost you the most money in the NHL this season. So, yeah, give me Ottawa here. Fate of Nashville more than anything else.
That's what it is for me. It ain't even a play on Ottawa. It's a fade of Nashville.
I don't know where this team went wrong.
I don't know why. I don't know why the books keep going wrong. That's what's funny. Like, bro, when y'all going to adjust?
But there's teams like this in every sport where they're just going to continue to get the benefit of the doubt.
Not like this, though. This is the
No.
worst team. Try to think of a team more. That's what I was trying to think of. Try to think of a team more overrated than this Predators team this season. Try. I'm thinking hard.
I know. I know it's hard to think of it for this season because I would argue that
I didn't read this season. I'm just saying in the past. You can go in the past. Try to think. The Suns are up there, but from an ATS perspective, they're just as bad. The last 2 seasons. But
what was the year that the Lakers? It was the year the Lakers had Anthony. They had Anthony Davis and LeBron James, but it was a year where they went like 500. And it was just the books kept saying, "Oh, they're the Lakers. They can't continue to have issues like this."
That's a good one. That's a good one. I can get down. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. They up. This Predators team is up there. Show. This up there with like not this year's Yankees, but like the Yankees like the year before. They up there with them. They were so overrated.
It was 2021-22 when they had come out of the bubble. Sorry, not 2020. 2021 was the year out of the bubble, but they went 33-49 in the first full season back after COVID. The last year, Frank Vogel.
Ooh, yeah.
And that was they were bad that year. So that's who I would probably liken it to.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm trying to think now. I think of like one for baseball. I'm trying to think of one for NFL is hard because
my Rangers for certain parts this season were overrated, overvalued.
That's a good one.
Yeah, they were. I'll admit that.
That's a good one. MLB. Yeah.
I'll say them Yankees for 2 seasons ago. Angels with Ohtani.
Oh, that's a good one.
The Angels with Ohtani was so overrated. Man. The Mets when they had DeGrom and Scherzer, they was so ass. Yeah. With Showalter, we was fading. Fuck out their ass. I'm just trying to think, man, off the top of my head.
Yeah.
The only New York team that be cashing for me that I rock with, I would say the Mets. The Mets was cashing for me this season. We'll see if they can keep it rolling. I doubt it though. They're gonna be so overrated this season. They're gonna be so overrated now that they got what's the name. So they're done. You might as well be ready to fade them. The Yankees might be a little overrated this season, even though they're gonna win, but you're just gonna have to pay too much juice to bet the Yankees this season. Or you're ready to lay that run line. The Yankees were just good on that run line this past season. We'll see if they're gonna be that good this season. What was I finna say? I just lost my total train of thought. I was finna say something. I lost my train of thought that fast. That fast, I lost my train of thought. I'm ready for baseball though. I'm kind of ready for baseball coming up. It's gonna be a solid. We say that until it's just nothing but baseball.
Yeah. We say that through the first 2 weeks of the season, then it's like, oh man, I miss college hoops.
Nah, for real, man. All right, let's go over to the NBA, National Basketball Association. Wizards, Hornets, Hawks, Pistons. How you feeling?
I'm going to lean towards the Pistons here. I know we've talked about how the Pistons feel like a team that you don't necessarily want to lay too many points with, but the Hawks in their current form are a no-go for me, even if Trae Young is cleared to play here. I the Hawks are just struggling. You know, a lot of it has to do with the fact that, you know, obviously they're dealing with an injury bug. Jalen Johnson after the season is huge. I just think that the Pistons are in better shape. And I'm going to keep, just, pumping their tires. You know, the Pistons are a team that's improved a lot. And they addressed some of the needs they needed to have in scoring depth in the offseason. They needed to make this team better, and they did. And this is a team that's gone from 15 wins or less each of the last 2 years to going on their way to surpassing the last 2 years combined in the win total department. So I just think Atlanta's too banged up to compete here. I think Detroit takes them down. So give me Detroit. I got nothing in that Wizards Hornets game.
For me, the Wizards Hornets is the first game on the board, and everything in this game yells Charlotte. It's a double revenge game at home at the crib. It's a bounce back game at home at the crib. They're comfortable at home at the crib because they played 5 straight games at home. So this is the 6th straight game. Everything here yells Charlotte. But it's that first game on the board on a Monday, and everything yells do it except for the line. I'm taking the Wizards. I'm not falling for this shit. I'm doing it. Wizards money line. Wizards probably win the game. They've already 2 of the Wizards 7 wins this season are over the Hornets. Just don't want to overcomplicate it. I'm on the Wizards. The line's low for a reason. Am I catching a sharp falling knife? Yes, I am. Sometimes you got to do it though. Give me the Wizards. I'm on the Hawks against the Pistons. I feel like I can trust the Hawks in the underdog role more so than anything. I don't know. I think that I don't love this game either. This is not a game I'm rushing to the window to bet. I know the Hawks been terrible, but these are the games they go win outright. Like these are the games the Hawks were usually favored in, but they're not favored this time. So it's like I want to see Trae Young play. You know, I'm just telling y'all my thoughts on this one. There's nothing extra here that puts me on either side. Lane Hawks at best. So that's all I got for you. Rockets, Knicks, Grizzlies, Spurs. I don't know, man. I'm on the Rockets plus the points in this one. I trust the Rockets from an ATS standpoint out on the road. They're the number 1 road ATS team in the league. Knicks feel overrated, overvalued in this spot to me. Not saying Knicks not a good team, but if I was a lines maker, my line here would be like Knicks minus 2.5, not 6.5, 5.5, the way it's going. So that's just how I feel. I'm not saying that the Knicks don't win the game. I'm just saying I don't want to lay this many points on a team that's covered more games on the road than anybody this season. I don't want to do that. These 2 teams in the record column are the exact same, 32-16, 32-17, except for the team that we're getting 6.5, 5.5, 6 points with plays in the tougher conference. Did y'all forget that? These conferences are not created equal. So, you know, it's just my thoughts here. Not saying the Knicks are a bad team, just telling you I ain't laying 6.5 with them. Wouldn't be shocked if they beat up on them. This happens all the time where, you know, sometimes overrated teams do win and cover in certain spots to justify why they're overrated and overvalued. But in the same breath, would you be shocked if the Knicks lost back-to-back games? Like, come on, man. Give me the Rockets plus the points. And the Grizzlies versus the Spurs. Spurs coming off the De'Aaron Fox trade last night. I just don't think it's a great spot for them on the road to try to galvanize the troops. You know what I mean? Especially not in Memphis. We trust Memphis in Memphis. This team goes stupid, dummy, crazy at home. With or without John Morant, this should be a Memphis Grizzlies win. So, and then the games that Memphis has won this season, 90% of those they've covered. It's just how they are. So don't overcomplicate it. Lay the points here with the Grizz. Chris?
Yeah, along with the fact that Victor Wembanyama is questionable for this game. So if he doesn't go, that's only going to shoot the lineup for the Spurs even further. I still anticipate he goes here, but yeah, I got to go with the Grizzlies as well. The Spurs are just struggling right now. Teams are going to go through peaks and valleys. I say this all the time. The best teams in the NBA and the worst teams are still going to have, hot streaks and cold streaks. Right now, the Spurs are just cold more often than not. And the Grizzlies already won both meetings this season by 14 and 28 points in San Antonio. And now they head back to Memphis where they've been more effective this season. And I think the Grizzlies get it done here. So I'm going to take the Grizzlies, lay the 4.5. If I had to take a side in that Rockets-Knicks game, I want to take the Rockets plus the 6.5. Just a matter of getting 6.5 points is a really good team. I think that's just the long and short of it. Yeah, they're off of back-to-back losses. They didn't look great in that loss to the Brooklyn Nets. But there's something about catching 6.5 in this matchup that I like. So give me the Rockets plus the 6.5.
Keep it rolling. We head over to Minnesota, where the Wolves are 4.5 favorites over the Kings, and the Thunder Buddies laying 11 on Milwaukee. How you feel?
Yeah, the Thunder laying 11 is a little bit much, but I still would. It beats the alternative right here. I'm still sticking with the Thunder. Part of me wonders if there's some injury things going on here. I'm looking to see if I can get an update on it. But oh yeah, there's a ton of guys. But it's like I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot of it hasn't been updated for me. I'm still seeing a lot of game time decision probables. So let me refresh it. Let me just see if maybe I have an outdated report. Yeah, the only guys I see here listed as out are Portis and Robbins, but I don't even know if that's even right. So I'm still leaning towards OKC because I gotta think the line is this big for a reason, despite how well the Bucks have been playing in a lot of their recent games. Timberwolves, Kings. Yeah, I'm probably staying away from that one, to be honest.
My exact thoughts. I'm staying far the hell away from the Kings Timberwolves game. I want nothing to do with that. Kings, you already know how I feel. Number one team on the do not bet list. But in that same breath, we do not trust the Minnesota House of Disappointment Timberwolves at home. Look, forced to play it. If you pin my arm behind my back, I would tell you the Wolves. But I have a problem. Whenever we need the Wolves to do something, just when the situation looks great, just when it looks amazing to take the Wolves, they don't do it, bro. They don't do it. I'm telling y'all, they don't fucking do it. Hopefully they do it for y'all tonight betting them. And the spot looked good for them. I ain't gonna lie. It looked good for them. I already know. I already know. I done been here too many times. It wouldn't shock the hell out of me if DeMar came out here tripping and finally like, oh yeah, man, I'm free. I'm free at the air. I'm telling you, it wouldn't shock me, bro. Had to play it, I would go Timberwolves, but I can't bet it. Can't do it. I can lay the 11.5 for the Thunder Buddies in the revenge game, though. Milwaukee aired them boys out last time they played. I think the Thunder remember that. I think the Thunder come here put belt to ass at home. That's how I see it. So trust the Thunder at the crib. Y'all know that. Favorite money making team for a reason. Thunder Buddies for life. I'll lay it with the Thunder Buddies. Pelicans, Nuggets, Pacers, Jazz. I'm on the Pacers, man. Shout out to Pacers. I think the Pacers are going back to the Eastern Conference Finals. Pacers, the hottest team in the NBA over the last 2 months. Yes, I understand you can call into question the competition, but you can only play who's in front of you, and they blitz pretty much everybody in that spot. And I think that's exactly what they do tonight over the Jazz. I think they blitz them. I think they air them out. I know Utah finally got a dub at home. Y'all know we love that in Utah. It's fool's gold. Don't believe it, though. The only reason that happened was because the team they were playing is just as emotionally damaged as they are in the Orlando Magic. So Pacers. Nuggets. Nuggets go stupid, dummy, crazy at home. Pelicans, number 2 team on the DNB. Just lost DeJounte Murray for the season. Nuggets back at home where we love to bet them. I know they were playing not that great from an ATS perspective on the road. They never do, though. The Nuggets are back. The Nuggets are back to exactly who we think they are. You won't see the Nuggets trading away their overweight superstar. You won't see them doing no shit like that. I'm just saying, man. You won't see us doing it here at Pig Dogs either. You won't see us doing that shit either, man. I'm on the Nuggets. I'm taking my leg, bro. Sorry, I'm mad. I'm upset.
Oh man. Let's see. I lean towards the Nuggets for a lot of the reasons you said. I for whatever reason, something was holding me back from laying 11. I don't know what it was, but it's just I couldn't get there. But if I had to pick something in that game, it would be Denver or nothing. And I'm on the Pacers as well. Like you said, just a hot Pacers team right now. It's like, remember when they were absolute dog crap on the road to start the year? They went like 2-11 on the road to start the year. Well, now all of a sudden they're 10-1 against the spread in their last 11 on the road, straight up and against the spread. They haven't played a true road game since the 16th, but they had those 2 games in Paris. But I mean, look at some of the recent road games they've had. They've been crushing teams. Beat the Pistons by 11, beat the Cavs by 15 in Cleveland. I got to roll with Indiana here. The Jazz aren't going to put up a fight. I keep saying the Jazz, yeah, they played some tough teams, but the reality is this team's still 11-36 with the majority of their core being in the lineup the majority of the time. So, yeah, I got to roll with Indiana here.
Fair enough. Last slide of the day, Roof. We got the Magic and the Warriors and the Blazers and the Suns. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm taking the Blazers here plus the 5. Just a fade of the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns aren't on the back-to-back like they were in the first meeting between these two. But to me, it still doesn't matter. They haven't been on a back-to-back every game this season. They've still been one of the more disappointing teams in the NBA from against the spread perspective. And Warriors Magic, I lean towards the Warriors at home. But really, that's about it. Just because they're at home here, I can't get there for many other reasons, because the Magic are supposed to be a better team than what they've shown. They were getting Franz and Paolo back, and it was like, oh well, this is going to fix the team, and it hasn't yet. So I don't know what to make of this Magic team right now, and I'm sure they'll be fine at a certain point. But right now, I got to roll with the Warriors at home.
Same. Warriors for me. Until Orlando wakes up, bro, I'm done giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to give up all my money I made on them last season right back. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. Mitch told me before he left, bro, that they was going to catch on to the Magic. He said that, and they did. They've caught on to their ass. Their ass was so good from a money-making perspective. Now they're below 500, bro. That shit's crazy. Can't rock with them until they show me signs of life. Warriors ain't all that great either, but pick between 2 evils, I lean Golden State. I like the Blazers though. Blazers been good at home. I mean, shout out to them. And the Suns, from an ATS perspective, the worst ATS team in the league. Last 2 seasons combined, bro, we done faded the hell out of Phoenix. They do win games. They might win this one tonight. I highly doubt they do it by margin. Very rarely do they do it by margin. Phoenix as an underdog, we can look at them. Phoenix laying underneath a bucket, maybe you can think about it. Phoenix laying over a bucket, just take the other team. And in the long run, you're going to be up tremendously. It's just how it is, So Blazers playing their best basketball of the season. No need to overcomplicate it. I'll lay it here, or not lay it, but I'll grab a point in my back pocket with the Portland Trailblazers. Franchise, what you got for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Got a couple things on the board. Got my $15 college hoops play of the day. We smashed it yesterday with West Virginia outright and hoping to run it back today. We got my Southland smash spot, Southland Conference taking center stage today in college hoops, and I got my favorite play from there. And my NBA money ball, my best NBA bet. Or I got all three in a 3-pack. That's actually less than buying each of them individually. But if you're on a long-term pass, you actually get a couple bonus plays today. So make sure that you check that out. And remember to use that promo code PICK at checkout, 15% off your purchase.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hop on with the franchise, man. Making some money, man. Hop on with me. We cashed our NBA player of the day yesterday with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Thought it was a really good spot for them at home, at the crib. Had nothing to do with anything else. Just thought it was a really good spot for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Shout out to Cleveland Cavaliers, man. I love my NBA play of the night tonight. We're looking to go back-to-back. Scoop it up, $25, Pick Dogs Premium. I'll have a handful, 3 or 4 from the NBA today, and probably 1 from college hoops. So be on the lookout for that, man. Money Making Monday, start of a new week, new goals, new opportunities, new beginnings. Is what it is, be what it be. We'll talk about it all as the weeks progress, as time passes by, as the games continue to go on, man. The NBA is still realigning itself right now. Still realigning, man. Still got 4 days left for this trade shit. The deadline's not till Thursday, so the league still may shake up a few more times before we settle down and figure out what we're going to do moving forward. Who we like finals, we got to watch all this play out, man. The league just flipped on its head. So talk about it all, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all that continue to stay here, tune in and watch us, man. Money Making Monday. Chris, you know what time it is now, man. Parlay time. Parlay. How you feeling?
All right, let's roll with college hoops for the majority of this one. Let's go with NC Central plus the 9.5. Let's go with Lamar plus 3. And let's roll with Charleston plus laying 3.5.
3 games that make me uncomfortable. Minnesota laying 4.5. Atlanta plus 4.5. Wizards money line, 3-teamer. Shit feels so uncomfortable, but it's Monday. And y'all know how Monday NBA be. Feel me? Put 3-teamer, see if we come out on the other side. Appreciate y'all, man. Be back same time, same programming tomorrow. Brad will be here. Chris ain't really pushing my buttons today. Appreciate you, Chris. Brad might try to tomorrow. I'm glad Costa
won. The feeling, so I was like, you know what?
Whew, made it. Check out the jam section, man. I talk about it a little bit at the end of the video. Go drop me a like on the jam session, man. Check out the wraparound. Check out Chris's individual videos. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Follow Chris on Instagram. Follow Pig Dogs on Instagram. Yeah, that's it. That's all. See y'all then. We out of here. Peace.